Hey everyone, welcome back. In this Cypress tutorial, let's quickly understand how you are going to work with the drop downs in Cypress. So previously we have understood about creating one of the script, and the script was about the registration. So in the Parasoft Bank, we have created one of the user, which is RCV test, and let me type in the password there so we can log in, and I'll show you different types of drop downs, right? So here if you see, I have logged in. If I go to the account, and you will see all of these details by default anyways when you sign up. So for example, this one, right? So activity period or the type, these are the static drop down. So if I simply right click and inspect these in the browser, you will see that the tag is select tag, right? So any of the drop downs in any of the web application that has the select tag, okay, start with the select tag and have different options, these are the static drop downs, and there is a different mechanism. For example, in Selenium we have the different class to handle the drop downs. Similarly in Cypress we have different ways to select, or basically select the values out of the drop down. So for example, I want to select April or March, I can basically go ahead and select those. Okay, so how we can go ahead and do that for the static, and then there is another one for the dynamic. For example, you are typing in something. Okay, so if I say, let me quickly show you, say I go to yatra.com, and here you will see that depart from, going to, all of these. So if I go ahead and click on it and start typing in, say for example, new. Okay, so let me click and start typing in new. You will see that it is giving me a dynamic list of values from this drop down. And if I go ahead and simply inspect this particular section here, it is not a select tag. Okay, so let me open that. You will see that it is a simple input tag. Okay, it is not a select tag. So the way you are going to handle these sort of dynamic drop downs is different than the drop downs that I'm showing here. Okay, so in this video I'll show this static drop down, how you are going to handle this in Cypress. In the next video I'll show about the dynamic drop downs. Okay, so let's get started with that. So if you go ahead to the Cypress documentation, there is a select documentation about select. So select an option within a select tag, right? So if there is a select tag, or basically you have a static drop down which has a select tag, we can select an option based on this method that is available out of the box within Cypress. So select, I can select based on the values or multiple values. Now select, this drop down that you see here is a single value select. Okay, I can only select multiple values, but there are some instances wherein there will be values within the select tag and you can select multiple values out of it. So if that's the case, you can still provide the values. Instead of a single value, you can provide the values or multiple values that you want to select from the multi-select drop down. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we are going to write a script and select a particular value from the drop down. Okay, so I'll go ahead and let me copy this registration test itself, and I'll write a login test first. Okay, because in order to reach to this particular level, okay, in order to go ahead and reach to this account details, we have to first log in. Okay, and then click on the account detail and see the account activity. So we have to first do those steps. All right, so let me go ahead and quickly write that script, and I'll rename this. I've copied the registration functionality itself and rename this, remove the copy, and I'll say this is login. Okay, so here I'll say login, registered user. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'll remove everything as of now. Okay, so now we have to, first thing, we are launching the Parabank, okay, which is .visit, and then we have to get the details, right, to get the locator for the login, right? So what we can do is we can quickly go ahead to the application. All right, let me log out and I'll log in again. Okay, so we first have to inspect username, the password, and click on login button. All right, so let me quickly go ahead and inspect the username field. So username is the input, all right, and which has the name username. All right, so what I'll do is I'll simply go ahead and right click and copy the selector. Okay, so yes, the selector. So you say copy selector, and I'll say Control F and simply paste it, right? So as of now, this is what the selector is. I'm not worried about the best selector as of now. Okay, so I'll simply copy it and use it as of now in the script. So I'll go ahead and say, okay, cy.get. So get that particular locator, and then what you need to do, you need to type in something there, right? So we'll say dot type, right? So we want to type the username in there. Okay, so what is the username? If you see the type, we have to pass in the string. So username is RCV test, right? This is the user that we used to sign up. So this is this user exists. All right, then we will again do the same stuff for the password. So we'll go to the application here, inspect the password, and copy the selector. Okay, so copy selector, and I'll say cy.get, go to that particular selector, okay, and then type the password, okay, and then type the password that we have provided, which is test1234. Okay, now we have provided the username and password. Now the next step is to click on the login button. All right, so I'll inspect the login button as well, and you'll see that this is again a submit button. I'll copy the selector and click on it. So I'll say cy.get, and it is so cy.get is equivalent to driver.find element in Selenium, right? So we are finding this element, we are getting this element, and then performing some operations on it. So this will basically find that particular element, and then when we say dot type or dot click, it is basically an operation on that particular web element, right? So I'm saying, okay, click on this particular button, which is login button. So now this will then go ahead and log in. Okay, so let's quickly go and see. So it is already running in Chrome, right? So you'll see that login has already been picked up, okay, in the app, Cypress app. So I can go ahead and click on this login test and see that if it works perfectly fine. Okay, so you'll see that it has logged in. So now we are logged in. Now in order to get that drop down, we simply have to click on this account, right? This number link here. So I'll simply go ahead and click on that. All right, so let me write the script for that as well. And so what I'll do is I'll say RCV test1234 login, and once I log in, I'll come to this particular page, right, which is what we have, and then we have to click on this account. All right, so you'll see that this is a anchor tag. Okay, I'll simply copy the locator, copy the selector, and I'll say Control F and paste. Right, so this is the locator that I have copied. I'll simply go ahead and use that. Okay, so then I'll say cy.get and paste the locator, and then I have to click on the click on that particular account. That's fine. So now if you go ahead and see that it has automatically started rerunning, right, because I have done the change. So now I am on this page. Now I can go ahead and work with the select. So I want to select something from this activity period. Okay, so the next step is to identify this particular tag and then select something. Okay, for that we will use the select method that is available within Cypress. Okay, so let me go to the Parabank here. Okay, and then I'll simply right click and identify, inspect this particular drop down here, activity period, and this is the select with the ID month, right? So there is an ID month, so we can basically simply use the ID. So the locator, if I simply go ahead and copy the selector and say Control F, you will see that hash month, right, because there is an ID, so it has used the ID and the value of the ID. So I'll copy that and then simply go ahead and use it. Okay, so I'll simply say cy.get and the locator. Okay, and then what we have to do, we have to simply say select. All right, so if you say select is the method, all right, select, and if I just hover over, okay, you will see that what all options are there. Let me maximize it. Okay, so you will see that I can provide the value or text or index. Okay, so what exactly are these different things? So value, index, or text, anything. Okay, so if I go here in this select, below the select, okay, so if I expand this, you will see there is a value tag, right? So there is a value attribute. So you can provide either the value okay, whatever the value is, or the text. So this is the text, right, which is January, and more or less value and the text will be similar, but some cases value might be assigned separately or it will be different, okay, or the index. Okay, so for example here, you have different Jan, Feb, March, right? So I can say, okay, select March, which is at the location 3rd, okay, or basically it will start from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you say 3, it will select March, right? So I can specify any detail there, either value or the text or the index. Okay, so let's quickly use all of these three to understand. So first I'll select based on the index. Okay, so I'll say, okay, select the value that is at the first index. Okay, then I'll say based on the value. All right, so you'll say, and if you see, if I just hover over, you'll see that out of the select value or go ahead, you'll see that it will accept string. So let's quickly go ahead and provide the value. So I'll say March, okay, which is based on the value here, but because which is based on the text, but because the value and text are all same, so it won't matter. But then in case value is different, you can specify the value, this value here as well. So for example, May as well. So I'll say second time, just, or third time, choose based on the, okay. So this is basically how we are going to select. All right, so now let me go ahead and quickly run this. Okay, so you'll see that as soon as I'll start it, you'll see that it has started execute. Okay, so if I go ahead, let me quickly go back, change something, say I'll say 11, save it. It has logged in, clicked on the account, November, May, right? It had been really quick, but then as soon as I did 11, it has selected November. All right, and then the next one, which is March, and then final, which is May. Okay, so you can easily see it here in this particular account activity. So this is briefly how you are going to select the value from the drop down. Now one more thing I have noticed, that the index here is basically, so you will see that I did 11. So let's see how many options are there. Yeah, so index starts with a 0. As you can clearly see that the first option value will be 0, and then accordingly you can choose different options, right? So here you will see that they are clearly showing the value is different and the text is different, right? So based on the value I can select, if I say 4, 5, 6, it will still select apples. I can say select apples with the text, or I can say index 0, it will still select this particular option. Okay, the first option from the drop down. Now if you want to select the multiple options, right, so you just simply provide the, in the array, simply provide the multiple options. Within the select, in the square bracket, you provide multiple values, comma separated there. Okay, that's the only difference between the multi-select and the single select drop down, which is the static drop down. Okay, so that's all for this particular video on how to select the values from the drop down, static drop down within Cypress, whether it's a single select or multi-select drop down. That's all for this video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for watching.